if you've ever seen the show Wipeout, if you've ever watched old episodes of like MXC and stuff like that, obstacle course, free-for-all, wacky hijinks type games, you play I think it's like 4 to 6 rounds depending. Most likely you end up playing 5 before you get to like the final round, and that's where it's a free-for-all. But these first early couple rounds here, just to sort of separate the wheat from the chaff, if you will. You can have max 60 players in each lobby. I don't know how many are in right now, but basically this one here, you just have to check and see which doors open, which ones don't. Oh, gotta jump over this thing. Ah, jeez. Okay, now I can't get over. There we go. Oh, perfect. That'll help me gain some ground. I missed. Oh, this is perfect. God bless Mr. whatever construction-looking guy. Oh, he's the boxing guy. Yeah, I figured it had to have been the middle. I'm gonna let him... Yeah. Because even if you are the first person to jump through it, it still kind of, like, knocks you out somewhat, so you still have to, like, recover from hitting the door first. So you'd rather be the second or third person. But yeah, this is kind of what's been happening, is that in my experiences so far, I think I've played, like, between, like, 20-30 games. There's no leaderboard, there's no, like, personal stats yet. This game barely came out a week and a half ago. So I'm sure they're doing a lot of additions to the game, adding a lot of things that aren't there yet. But at least as of right now, my experiences have been kill it on the solo missions, like the free-for-alls like you just saw here. Absolute pitiful, just nightmare-based team games. Because you're out of control. Like, you can have a tail, you can get all the eggs in your basket, you can do whatever you need to do. Yeah, team tail tag. This is, you know, too much is out of your control. You have like 10, 12 other people on your team at any one point. So, it can be difficult, certainly. It's basically just a coin flip, or in this case, a 1 in 4 shot. But fortunately, at least for the team-based games, it looks like I do start with a tail, so now you just have to essentially keep it away from everybody else, which is easier said than done, of course. If you didn't have a tail, like that guy, for instance, Mr. Greeny, you'd have to obviously go find somebody that does, and theoretically you could steal your tails from people on your same team, but like, why would you? The other thing that I don't necessarily like about these team-based games is that there is a bit of, like, a ping issue or a connectivity issue. I don't really know what it is, but, like, I get extremely close to players that have tails if I need to steal one, and I just can't seem to grab them, and then players that aren't me can grab my tail from, like, 2 feet away, and then I can just never seem to catch them. So I'm not really sure how that works. But it's a learning process like anything else. Looks like currently we're tied for last, which isn't great, but like I said, only one team will get eliminated in this round. If 2 or more teams are tied with the lowest at the end, why are you grabbing me? I'm on your own team. Oh, I almost had that. Overtime? Oh, come on. Got it. I need to hold on to this for 8 seconds. I don't think I will. I have it? Yes. I have it and green got eliminated. That was going to be the difference. Especially if that green guy took it. Then we would have been eliminated, so... Sometimes you are in control of your fate, sometimes you're not. That time I was, unfortunately I didn't mess it up. I'm not gonna lie and say that that never happens where I have tails and I lose them in the last couple seconds. That's the way the game goes. Fruit Shoot. Ah, I don't play this one very often. Or at least I'm not given this one very often. Don't know the chances of, like, at any given point, which kind of game you get. Obviously, the less people there are, the more likely it is you're gonna get, like, a soccer-based game or something like that. And usually if you're 10 or below... Oh, this isn't good. At least I hit that guy. I've seen different strategies how to approach this particular game. I've seen people say that, you know, if you can get in front of these little cupcakey bouncy things, to do that, because that will obviously protect you. I've seen... Oh, nice! Dude, I'm gonna be second. I never finished that early in Fruit Shoot. I actually get eliminated more often than I finish Fruit Shoot, so... Speaking of Fruit Shoot, there goes Mr. Fruit right there. He's got it. But yeah, I've also seen, like, kind of let the first wave of people go through, and sort of let them get hit by the first round of fruit, so you're not sort of, like, jostling with all those people for position. You know, there's lots of little tips and tricks and different ways you can approach a lot of these different game types within Fall Guys. Hoping this is not soccer. I think we have too many people for soccer. Okay, Tiptoe. This one's fun. It's basically just, where's the hidden path? So, a lot of this is just people jumping initially, just because it's super low risk to check right at the beginning, but once you start finding the path, people tend to... Oh, there we go. People tend to crowd around at the last remaining tile. Yeah, and then sometimes you get pushed off because of that. But they're gonna eliminate 7 people here, so you gotta be real careful, especially when you're only on, like, 1 tile wide. Because you can get pushed off very easily, and you can grab people as well, so it's definitely a risk to be standing here, for sure. I think it's this. Yep, there we go. Yes! Got it. I'm doing way better than I normally do. That's good, that's good. The bad news is I think it's soccer. This is either going to be finals or soccer. If it's soccer, R.I.P. me. I suck at the soccer game, but 5v5 is reasonable. Oh boy. Good news is it's the final, so I don't have to play soccer. Bad news is I've only played this once out of all the final appearances I've had. The rest of the time I get Fall Mountain, aka Crown Rush. And that one I'm better at. I mean, I've never won, like I said, but like I've only played this one once, and I can't get the fine-tune, like jump a little bit, run, jump a little bit, run strat. It's so hard for me to do that. I think I still need to, like, get my mouse sensitivity going. I end up falling off the edge. Yeah. More often than not. I don't know how people do this. It's just almost button mashing. This is only my 2nd time playing it, so I apologize if I'm just fucking garbage at it. Oh no! Like right now. This is certainly the safer bet, in the sense that, like, you don't have to worry about accidentally falling off. It looks like someone's already actually down below, knocking some of the tiles out, which is a pretty good strategy in and of itself, but I just don't know if that's the best thing to do immediately. Because obviously once people start falling to the lower levels, you want to have as little real estate for them as possible, which is kind of what I'm doing here. And also, again, like I said, just running and not running and jumping on individual tiles. You know, this is certainly safer, but you do run out of real estate quicker. And you do have to still, obviously, worry about people crossing you up. So, whoa. Ah, shoot, that's me. I'm gone. I got basically, like, what, 4th? I'm pretty okay with that. Let's see who's left. Yeah, he was still up there. Oh, yeah, he won. Okay. Congratulations, for copyright reasons, not the portal bot. Oh, nice. That's the most, like, kudos and whatever the level up currency is, that little star thing. That's the most I've gotten out of one game. Whirly Gig. Cool, another free-for-all. I am generally better at these. Pro tip, never go in the middle, because that Whirly Gig, that fan, will hit you, and it will yeet you across the map, but sometimes you can play it where it will launch you onto one of the smaller, further away platforms, but it doesn't really help, because you're already pretty close to a spawn point once you're at the middle anyway, so it's not really worth it. And you can either jump up on these... Oh, nice. Or you can just grab the ledge and try to jump and grab it, but this game has a mechanic where if you jump, there's a jump and then a dive. And if you just jump and don't dive, if someone else bumps you in midair while you're just jumping, you will, like, ragdoll and flail, and it's very hard to recover when you want to. But if you jump and then dive, you cannot be... Get up. You cannot be bamboozled in midair. So that is like, whoa, no, I don't know why I went for that. See, you respawn here, whether you take the center route or the other ones, the side routes. Here we go. Still top 20 if these guys keep messing around. Yeah, I'll take it. It's a later finish than I would like, but yeah, this guy's trying to do the middle and it's not working because it's just going too fast. It'll send you over there, but like I said, it's never worth it. Oh, cool, another free-for-all, Slime Climb. This one's actually kind of tough because there's permadeath involved in this one. So you can be eliminated, even if you don't make it to the top. You can just, like, straight up die. Still. Some people take that little, like, bouncy shortcut. I don't like to, unless I'm at the front of the pack, and I honestly don't remember from 5 seconds ago if I was at the front of the pack or not. I don't think I was. Whoa, watch out for the balls! This is unprecedented, they don't normally do this. Ah, no! But there's also a time element as well, whereas you might be able to see that there is slime. Oh, that's not gonna work. That's also not gonna work. It's too crowded here. Don't touch me! There we go. Yeah, the slime slowly increases as well, so you are racing the clock as well as trying to avoid a permadeath. These ones are just little balance beams. They don't rotate or anything. It's hard to see whether they do or not, but you just have to basically stay in the center there. And this, again, is the slime that makes it more difficult to move around. Which, that particular part isn't so bad, but it's more so foreshadowing for the final part here. Because this is where things get really hairy. I'm gonna let some people go, so I don't have to worry about bumping into them. It's easier just to, like, take it one or two at a time. Oh god, oh god! I almost didn't take my own advice and got eliminated for it, but I made it. I made it. Yeah, normally there's a guy or two that will bully, just because with the grabbing mechanic in the game, sometimes people will get pushed off from you when they try to, like, decouple. And because there's, like, such little area at the top there, they'll, like, bounce off and sometimes just fall off the level. It's very mean. It's very mean. Looks like another DoorDash. At least this first one here, I'm just gonna let people do what they need to do. There we go. See, I dove, and even though somebody hit me, I didn't have to worry about flailing about. So always dive as soon as you can. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Oh, that's gonna be a big difference here. I Just made it over that, but it's still super crowded. This might be my only shot. I don't know, I don't know. Push me, push me! I think I'm in the pack. I think I got it, yeah. Just barely, just barely. 32 out of 39, I'll take it. Go, go, go! Ah! Usually I can time this better. Okay, I got hit by somebody. Just barely. That probably was not any more advantageous than if I just waited. Oh, and then I got pinched. That's alright, though. I'll still make it. Go, go, go! Alright. Never a doubt. Let's see if we continue the success. And hopefully, at least if we do die, that it's of our own doing and not from just people being grabby and pushy and mean. Yeah, I'm gonna forego the shortcut again, just too many people there. Come on! What? What? See, that's what I'm talking about, man. It didn't look like I did anything at all. I think somebody just grabbed me randomly, and just the momentum of being in the crowd shoved me off. I didn't like that. Fun thing about some of these earlier doors is that people just don't look. Like, they go through 1 or 2 and they're just like, yep, that's it, I don't want to look anymore. What? Oh, this is bad, this is bad, I'm just getting bullied. Yeah, everybody's trying to do the same thing. I've at least finagled my way to the middle of the pack. I think we got another late round one again here. Or, hey, 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 hey! People were getting grabby. They were pulling me back. But you gotta be above it. Just like Tame Impala. I haven't read any patch notes or anything like that, if they intend to add a leaderboard. Oh, no. Oh, no! This is always a very polarizing game type for me, the rock and roll, because this is my favorite one, because it's equal parts skill and equal parts sabotage potential. Because everybody, this is basically like a Survivor physical challenge here. You essentially have to push this ball, obviously, down the obstacles. We always mess it up on the first one here. Oh no, Soda! You goofed it. Yeah, Soda pushed it over when we weren't trying to do that. Yeah, it just gets stuck for us. And then once you push it over the edge, then you have a chance to sabotage for the other team. And that's where things really get chaotic. Reds was left uncontested, but as long as another one finishes, then that's all that matters. So then it just becomes a power struggle. And I'm just sort of playing the long game here. I could help push, but I believe the stopping power of the other teams is too great. Especially when you're on the early incline here, when you let it roll. Ooh, that's good, that's good. I think there's enough people over there that I don't have to worry about it. And you can grab the other yellows. Oh, this is good, yeah. It made the second, Yep. At this point, it becomes too steep for them to actually stop. Yes! I played that game type like 6 times, and I think that's only the second time that I've gotten through. And it was hairy there for a little bit. As long as you don't jump when they're both right on top of each other, then you're fine. And much like Wipeout, obviously both beams will accelerate in speed over time. And this is another one of those games where people have different strategies Some just stay in place and wait for the beam to come to them. Some run with the beam and sort of minimize the amount of times they have to jump. And some run towards the beam, so they have more of a momentum and a higher chance of actually jumping over it. And then some people just want to watch the world burn, and they just grab people as they try to jump, so it messes them up, and they get swept off through no fault of their own. I think my success rate's somewhere in like the 50% range with this. I know one time... Ooh, that was close. Oh, nice, and I qualified. So I was gonna say, most of the time, if I do fail, it's somebody being a meanie and trying to grab me and mess up my jump. Oh, Fall Mountain Final, okay. I'm loving that I'm not having to play soccer as much. I wonder if they did make just general tweaks to the playlist, sort of increasing and decreasing the odds of being able to play certain games. I'm gonna take the right this time around. Normally I take left because I'm left-handed. Oh no. Middle! Ah, no! I just... that took so much momentum away from me. Oh no! Oh, if I didn't hit that. Yep. I'm always, like, good enough to get to the final, but never good enough to win the final. I love the Guy Fieri look there. That's actually pretty sweet. So I think this will level me up. Of course, I'm just getting kudos here. Yeah, not a bad haul. Hooray! Oh, I get the hot dog costume next. That's exciting.